Welcome to the final Fireside Chat of the 2014 Personal Financial Planning Lecture Series. My name is Nicholas Raculia, and I'm the Assistant Professor of Finance here at the McKenna School of Business, Economics, and Government at St. Vincent College. The purpose of the Personal Financial Planning Lecture Series is to combat financial illiteracy. The purpose of this Fireside Chat is to introduce this evening's lecture. This evening we're joined by Jayme Meredith of Heffron Tillotson. Welcome to campus.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
So tell us what you're going to talk about.
Well, tonight what we want to do is, my firm, we do this for a living. We are financial planners, and most of our time is meeting with individuals. So very excited about tonight. We've brought many of our experts, our subject matter experts. We've got Tim Davis, who is our Director of Fixed Income, Brian Coble, our Director of Research, and Jim Meredith, who's our Sunday morning guru on our KDKA radio station that of course, I've got to talk about.
What's the name of that show?
It's Your Money and You, every Sunday on KDKA 1020 AM. Very excited about this evening because these are true subject matter experts that I depend on a lot to make myself sound a lot smarter than I actually am. So we're going to have Brian kind of rehash, we're now a little bit past 5 years anniversary from the market bottom, rehash kind of what has happened, how the market has moved on, and where we're at now. And then right now a lot of talk is on interest rates in bonds and what's going to happen with the Fed. So we've invited Tim Davis, 40 years in the bond business, has done pretty much anything you can think of with fixed income, talk about our view for interest rates in bonds and how it may apply to individuals in their own bond portfolios. And then we're going to close the evening with Jim Meredith, that's going to kind of bring everything together to talk about where we're at and what we see going forward. And then we're very excited about the Q&A period afterwards to talk to our audience members and really reach out to the community and hopefully answer some questions that folks have.
What's interesting, we're now going on the 6th year of the PFP series, and we started this series because of the financial crisis, right? And you may have played a role in one of the first lectures. Is that correct?
I was hoping you were going to say I was going to play a role in the crisis. I didn't have anything to do with that. But no, I was out a couple years ago. Very excited to come back as an alum, come
That's
back
right.
on campus and talk about financial planning, and that was a little bit more of the pure financial planning piece. Was joined with Stuart Hoffman, great economist from PNC. Was a wonderful evening. So again, very excited to come back and hopefully have another good evening.
That's right. So what would you say is the single most important piece of advice you'd give somebody who's ready to start investing?
I think the best piece of advice is to have a plan. Know what you want to do. There's some very critical answers that people need to answer before they invest. Unless you know where you're going, if you pull up to a stop sign, you don't know if you should turn left or turn right.
So you're saying don't worry about whether it's stocks, bonds, asset allocation. You have to answer something before.
Exactly. Eventually you'll get there.
Right.
Eventually you've got to decide whether you should buy Coca-Cola versus Pepsi. But there's a whole lot of work that you need to do. You need to figure out, well, what do I need to earn to do the things that I want to do in retirement? How much do I need to save now to do the things I need to do in retirement? Now to get there, you got to figure out, well, when are you going to retire? How much are you going to live on? What's the impact of inflation? So I like to say we do things backwards because a lot of people that do what we do start with the investments. They talk about the great mutual funds and the great investments and the great ETF, and that's where the conversation starts. Our view, that's really the last piece of the process. That's the pie filling, I say. That supports your plan. And so again, there's so many important things questions that you need to answer before you even pick investments. And you'll eventually get to the investments.
What's the thing that scares you the most in the market right now? What has you up at night?
It's probably the scariest thing for what I do is I'm dealing with most of my clients give me 100% of their net worth, or near 100% of their net worth. And in my own 401k, sometimes I make some decisions that either work out or in many cases don't work out. And I invest differently for myself than a lot of my clients. But when you're dealing with someone's life savings, that's a lot of responsibility. And it's My father, who's also in the industry, people ask him what he does. He said, people pay me to worry. And so that's what we do. So we're worried about the market. We're worried about not only what happens in the market, but again, are our clients saving enough? Are they making the right decisions? Are they doing the things that they need to be doing?
Excellent. Well, that's. I'm glad you're worrying about it. See, that's why I teach this stuff, right? Well, it's going to be a great lecture tonight, and I'm glad you were able to come back. Now, you are not only a St. Vincent alum, right? But you're also teaching at the McKenna School. Right?
I am.
You're doing a great job at it, right?
One class.
For now.
For now, well, one class, and hopefully I'm adding value, not subtracting.
That's right. Positive NP.
Exactly.
Right. There you go. All right. Well, thank you. We look forward to the lecture, and we hope you can join us.